With the peace you're here with me today. And today I wanted to talk about spirituality. And spirituality is something that has come to me more so in my recovery than before. I did believe that there was something out there. I believed in something bigger than me, but it wasn't until I really got into recovery and started really exploring all the different ways that I could connect with my spirituality that I was able to really develop some spiritual practices. And spirituality can look different for many different people. And at least for me, the biggest point with it is just to believe in something, just something bigger than me, something that I can connect with on a daily basis, an hourly basis, maybe even like second by second, if that's what the situation calls for, that can help me get through anything at all. Anything at all. And what's great about the divine, spirit, universe, higher power, God, if you like, whatever you like to call it, you have that relationship. And that relationship has done nothing but save me, and it has helped me. And the more I can connect with it, and the more I can really, really learn how to have a relationship with it, the better my day is, the better my week is, the better my month is, my year is, my life becomes. And and like I said, what's really cool about it is that can look many different ways for many different people. And there's so many ways to explore it. Um, I've just totally dived into so many different things. I grew up with a certain religion, so if there are certain religious practices that you like to do, you know, dive deeper into that, look into that more. And if that doesn't work for you, look into something else. I've read a little bit about each of the different main religions in the world enough to know that at least my basic understanding of it, that it's all just about connecting with something bigger than you. And that's it. Something that can help you, something that can relieve whatever it is that you need relief from, that can help you to help other people if that's what spirit calls you to do. And I'll just keep using the word spirit just kind of as an all encompassing term. And, spirit is just something that I get to define, I get to have my personal relationship with. So there are many, many different ways that I can personally connect with spirit. One of the ways is prayer, right? I just pray. And I've learned that a lot of the prayers I tend to send up are for the greater good. They're for the world versus just things I want for myself. Because what I want for myself is great. But if everybody around me can just have a little peace today, then maybe I could have a little peace today. So a lot of times my day, I just pray for peace. I pray for clarity of thought. I pray to just help me in this situation. Help me not to say the wrong thing, please. Because a lot of times I get in a lot of trouble when I'm saying the wrong thing. So prayer is really important for me. Meditation is super, super critical for me. That's where I get to sit back and just listen. And sometimes I'll put thoughts out into the universe and just say, hey, universe, what do you want me to hear about this? And sometimes I get an intuitive thought. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm just able to just sit and just say, thank you. Thank you that you were able to give me this beautiful day. And then some other spiritual practices, I tend to journal. And as I journal, I feel like I'm talking to spirit. I feel like I'm releasing things to the page, and spirit's kind of taking them from me, things I need to get out, things I'm not able to say maybe to people that I just need to be able to put out into the world in some way so that it can be released. And then also bringing stuff in, journaling about certain things, trying to bring things in. So those are just some of the ways that I personally connect with spirit. I also like to read cards. I find that very interesting to do. To get some really cool messages. And when I'm in a community of like-minded people, I feel like there's just such an energy there, and I feel like I'm connecting with spirit. And one other way is through energy healing. I always am able to connect with my guides and my teachers as I'm helping to facilitate healing for someone or for myself, because I can also use the healing for myself. So there's always an element of spirit in there. And a lot of times when I'm working with someone, it's their spirit, it's their version of spirit. And that's typically what comes in, which is really cool. It's really cool that that's how it can work. So spirituality is really, really, really important to me. It's something that keeps me grounded. It's something that reminds me to stay in the moment and to reach out for help, right? Reach out for help. So I like to invite you now to take a moment to just kind of get yourself grounded. Try to, if you're sitting up, really feel what you're sitting on. If you're lying down, just really feel the support beneath you. And you can close the eyes for this if you like. You don't have to. You can keep them open, just gazing softly down. Just starting to come into your breath a little bit. Just really starting to feel the air coming in and out of the body. And just beginning to connect with whatever spirit means for you. And maybe when I say that, you think of a particular place you like to connect with spirit. Maybe there's a particular prayer that you like to use, or some type of reading you like to do. Maybe there's an image of a particular spirit that comes to you. Bringing that to mind. And bringing to mind also your favorite way of connecting. And if you don't have a favorite way yet, that's okay. You can try to do something now. And know that Spirit's here with you, helping you, guiding you, loving you, just wanting what's good for you and for the greater good. And just imagine this beautiful white light around you. It represents your definition of spirit. And it's here with you now, all around you, all the time. Just sitting with that for a little bit. Noticing how that makes you feel. Knowing that Spirit's always here for you. And feel free to stay here as long as you like. But if you're ready, you can begin to slowly move the hands and the fingers and the feet and the toes a little bit around. And you can begin to open the eyes if you had them closed. Just moving around a little bit more when you feel ready to do so. And once you're back, I invite you to take out your journal and maybe write a few jot a few things down that you noticed while we were connecting with spirit a little bit there. And hopefully that's helpful for you. This is a short little kind of exercise you can do to try to connect with spirit on a regular basis. And it was quick. We were only doing that for a few minutes. So it's a very quick thing you can do just to try to take a moment and connect. Just so important, so critical. So we can stay in our sobriety one day at a time, right? So, as always, thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate you listening and being with me. And if you'd like to learn more, please visit my website, the www.thepeacewecrave, and I look forward to connecting with you there. Thank you so much.